And we're continuing with Loving Life, All of It. A walk with cancer, compassion, and consciousness. And we are on Life Lesson 12. My healing comes from within. I am peace. Journal entry, March 6, 2011. Well, the past few days have definitely been a lesson in not bringing expectations into the moment. My hope was that this second treatment would be easier, but as it turns out, it's been really yucky. The chemo treatment was a little different this time in that after they gave me the pre-meds, they pushed the 2 chemo drugs through my port before they dripped the bag of chemo. I'm feeling that may have been too much, too fast for my system. I experienced a lot of nausea after my second treatment, and it threw me into a spiral. Journal entry, March 9, 2011. Today, I'm still at about 65% energy-wise. Slower pace, but at least I can feel an inner momentum to get a few things done today. There's such a heightened internal barometer that gently adjusts with each day. My head is still a little foggy from the drugs. Thank goodness for the magic mirror, 2 to 3 times a day. I find myself closing my eyes a lot, just to help release the tension. TM has also been such a gift as well, to help my body get into deep states of relaxation. Even though this weekend sucked, John was also dealing with intense pain from an abscessed tooth and couldn't sleep for 2 days. Root canal yesterday saved the tooth. So many gifts of awareness emerged. Here are just a few. My mind may anticipate one experience, but the actual experience may be quite different. Being fully in each moment of the experience without the expectation is key. I unconsciously created a hookup visual with the drugs being pushed into my port, which actually caused me to gag every time I thought about it, until a dear friend who was a nurse who did a healing touch session with me on Monday reminded me to change that mental connection. Of course, I knew that. Just another example of having the tools, but forgetting to use them. Now my mental picture of the push drugs, which are red, is butterflies gently floating into my system, finding all the cells they need to find, kissing them to help them transform, and then gently leaving my system. Even though I am completely surrounded by countless prayers, love, and light on every level, I actually experienced how easily it is to slip into hopelessness and despair. My body was going through multiple levels of experiences, but the only one I was hooked into was the physical discomfort of the nausea, for which I took medication, which made me tired. So I went to bed without drinking or eating much, which led to slight dehydration, which amplified my headache, which increased the nausea, and the cycle just continued for a while. It made me keenly aware of how easily this spiral energy can take over, which could lead many people into depression and even more extreme behaviors, just to lessen the pain and suffering. Wow, what a sensitive balance. The power of love to heal took on a whole new dimension for me this weekend. And I am eternally grateful for each and every one of you who are so lovingly supporting me during this journey. My hope is that everyone who is walking a difficult path in their life will also be able to open their hearts to receive the love that is truly, abundantly, and gently surrounding them. This was another turning point in my journey from the outside in. When I was feeling so sick and nauseous, I completely forgot the power of love and healing within myself until a close friend and spiritual mentor, Gilda, a Yogini, came over to help me remember who I am. Her gentle guidance helped me quiet my mind and descend back into myself, to the deepest core essence of my being, my I am divine consciousness within. Unbridled freedom and joy ignited with this interconnection and filled every cell of my body with radiant and luminous light. We laughed with the blowing winds as we danced with the leaves. In that sublime moment, I knew that it was through this divine interconnection and awareness of my love and light that my body would truly heal. Journal entry, April 5, 2011. Sunday evening, I was inspired to put one of my crystal necklaces on my head, so it laid over my third eye, or the forehead area. Oh my gosh, I felt like such a goddess. I went back to my jewelry drawer and found cotton headbands and brooches, pins that I've never worn, and put them together, pinning the brooch to the headband and wearing it so the brooch sits just above my forehead at my hairline. Again, I felt such feminine power, goddess, queen energy emerge. This is definitely part of my journey to share, since I truly believe that for me, the diagnosis of cancer was an opportunity to slow down, go even more deeply inside myself, and awaken the divine feminine energy within me so I could experience it and increase its vibrational frequency in order to unify it with the masculine energy within me. I know that may not make a lot of sense to people, but for me, it was obvious. We're living in a time of our conscious evolution, entering the age of Aquarius, when the masculine and feminine energies are preparing to unify within the next 1,000 years. In order for that to happen, the last 26,000 years of unconscious cellular memories that we hold within our bodies must be cleared so we don't continue to bring the past into our present choices. It's deep, deep inner work to awaken those unconscious memories. And those memories and fears are presenting themselves everywhere if our perceptions are tuned in to seeing them. That's one of the main reasons why the origins process is here, to help us in this transition. So I'm keenly aware that my present journey is about clarifying and clearing out my personal fears, old beliefs, and perceptions, so I can more confidently and fully live my purpose from a place of joy, love, and freedom. Wearing my new head jewelry is a powerful and beautiful outward statement of my newly found inner feminine sovereignty, defined as self-governing, independent, and of superlative strength, which embraces all of me with loving compassion, without judgment or fear. For it is only when we embrace all of who we are we truly able to accept and embrace others. It all starts from within. Journal entry July 7th, 2011. Today I connected to my deeper inner soul light behind and below my heart and felt it or visualized it beaming through my entire body and emanating out through every pore of my skin. Then, as the radiation machine turned on, I sensed how the two lights merged into one. My soul light and the radiation beams. Very cool. The best way for me to describe this deep connection within myself is for you to imagine a vast, dark, and unending universal space where everything and nothing exists simultaneously. This is the place where we are all connected beyond time. The field of unconscious possibility, awakened with the sparks of divine love, the universe within. This is the space I fall into and surrender. The space where my mind releases its thoughts into a sea of calm. The space I experience as home. In the quiet time for reflection. If you feel comfortable moving into this experience, close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold for a few moments and exhale slowly through your mouth. And repeat a few times. And when you feel calm and relaxed, allow the word peace to come forth from within you. How does this word feel to you? Peace. Take a few moments to write down what you're feeling. And then allow the phrase, "My healing comes from within," to come forth from within you. How does this phrase feel to you? My healing comes from within. What is awakening within you right now? Take a few moments and write down what you're feeling. And that concludes Life Lesson 12. I'll see you next time.